I said microphone check, 1 2 1 2. OP and Jesse about to see what we do. Let's go. Let's go.
Hi, I am by here Jesse, 45 years old.
Princess Warren Jesse, and I am about to be 43. Ooh.
Years young.
Ali Kamara, I'm 30 years old.
My name is Aisada Diallo, 31.
Daquan Hines, 34.
Edvin Thompson, 32.
My name is Lily Santiago, I'm 29.
My name is Cass, I'm 36.
Jenna Handy, 38.
Kiana Handy, 35.
My name is Janelle Agee, I am 37 years old.
My name is Arthur. I am 42.
Well, my name is Anthony Prince Leslie, but you could call me AP. I'm 33.
And I'm Ashley Simone. I'm 36.
My name is Asia James Cannon, and I am 31 years old.
My name is Gerald Cannon, and I am 38 years old.
My name is Alfonso Ali Wright. I am 43 years old.
I'm Jamila Wright, and I'm 36 years old.
And we're here with Ebony.
Where and how did you guys first meet?
We actually met at a mutual friend's birthday party.
Yeah.
It was probably the worst way to meet because he was drunk.
Not he.
Not
my
yes,
friend.
The friend. Right.
And he was trying to like set it up, like he was trying to like give me the alley, but he was too drunk and he just started ending up doing this. And I was like, all right.
Okay.
And I was like, nice to meet you, and followed up later.
Yeah. He slid in my DMs.
I definitely did.
We met at a sorority party. And I saw him walking around. I was like, oh, he cute. Somehow we ended up on the dance floor. And when we were dancing, he like kind of turned me around and he was like, what's your name? What's your age? Where are you from? Are you married? Do you have kids? What's your job? What kind of school do you go to? Did you go to school? Did you graduate? I was like, gosh, FBI interrogation on the dance floor. And so, you know, at the time I wasn't in a relationship and I was like, okay, well, I'll answer these questions. And I texted him, I was like, you were supposed to call me today. He was like, I'm working. And I'm in New Orleans, so I will call you back when I call you back. And I was like, I fumbled. And then he called me back and here we are.
I'm gonna take it from here. So I saw from across the room, you know, people were doing like the electric slide and the cha-cha slide because it was the end of the night. It was like the last couple of songs. And like I literally seen her like nose ring twinkling and she was like the happiest person like in line of sight. And I was just like, I feel like I need to talk to her. And I told my friend, so we went to approach her, and that's when we first met.
We met in the place of true love.
Atlantic City.
So most people don't know, it was probably a little bit of tequila before the tea. We were at a mutual friend's birthday party, and we were at the dinner table next to each other.
Yeah.
And
we were talking about books and black nerd facts and we
Black Panther Party, and
Marcus Garvey,
James Baldwin.
So we just really nerded out at the dinner table, and then we've been together ever since.
What's your definition of black love, and what does that mean to you?
My definition of black love is transformative.
For me personally, considering my parents divorced at a very young age, I think black love is very important. We need to set a certain example for, you know, other black people that are coming up and want to connect with their own and be with their own. And I feel like it's the most important example to be with another black human.
How do you express love to each other?
I take care of our daughter. I take care of our home. I go to work and I'm a boss, but I know when to be quiet at home. It's a fine line. It's a fine line. But I think that's your big thing. I think that love for my husband is respect.
Man, I'm real big on like praying and being spiritual. Leading by example in that aspect of like always trying to protect her, pray over her. And I think those are the things that I do more than anything else.
We express love with each other by sharing things, sharing our aspirations, sharing our dreams, sharing food, communication.
Spending time together, of course, is always very important, especially whenever you've been together for a while and you're both very busy with work. It's very important to have those like one-on-ones.
And we love to travel. Palm Heights and Grand Cayman.
Yes, Grand Cayman for sure, Palm Heights.
And Mexico, Merida. swimming in caves.
So what do you love the most about your partner?
The thing I love the most about my partner is that she is a reflection of me in her blackness, in her womanness, in her Brooklynness, in her birdness. We get to just kiki for a lifetime, and so I love that. And she's brilliant. We say all the time that we're equally yoked, and I found somebody who's just as much of a smartass as I am, so I love it.
I love you. The one thing that I love the most about Anthony is that he is never gonna let anything keep him down. Like, I think you always find joy and positivity even when life gets really hard. I feel like you always are kind of like a guiding light of like, we can be good, we can get back to joy, we can, you know, be our best, and you know, the world is our oyster. I think your optimism is really beautiful.
I think that the thing that I love most about our relationship is the humor. Like, I feel like she is the funniest person that I know. Like, off rip, she is funny, and I like laughing. I love laughing. Like, if I'm not laughing in any situation, I'm leaving. And she finds the joke in any and everything. And
they say they be saying that, like, you know, to get to a man's heart is through his stomach, but really you got to make him laugh. Laugh right out his drawers.
What I love most about my partner, because one thing I would choose is her grace. Like, I don't think no woman would put up with me the way she does, and she forgives me over and over again. And since I met her, she believed in me, and she constantly tells me I can do better. That's the biggest thing I think a person can give you.
What I love the most about him is his patience, and he makes me laugh a lot.
Every relationship has its challenges, its ups and downs, trials and tribulations. So how do you guys stay consistent and continue to care for each other throughout those challenges?
I think we've learned how to argue in a healthy manner. And not that we didn't do it poorly before, but we both come from divorced parents.
It was a little more sharp before.
It definitely was sharp, and definitely no independence, a bit more in our born lives and how we've been raised, that making sure we're consistent with how to argue. Because how to love can be easy for some people, it can be hard, but we've also been loved and do love very hard, but we also can walk away. So making sure that the communication and all those tools are sharpened so that we are present when we're building the next steps of our lives.
Just having that understanding that it's not like a battle or like a competition. It's trying to understand each other and how we feel. So starting there of like, okay, let's start from the place where it may have been me.
That's what I love about him too. And he's actually modeled in many ways how to be better at confrontation, because he's so willing to lean in to see where his flaws are, because he's willing to be in a state of curiosity versus being combative. I am kind of like left, right, with like, I can't be irate at this man. He wants to learn, right? And so I've had to learn to be more patient and have more humility and come to the conversation ready to listen versus attack.
For me, I like to get it out the way. I don't want to hold on to any form of anger, resentment, or anything like that. So when we're having an issue or something comes up, I will say, hey, let's talk, let's have a conversation. This is what happened, and just get out the way. But sometimes I go practice on how I can relay it to where it doesn't offend or come off the wrong way.
What is your definition of love and color, and why is it so important to like break that negative stereotype in the media?
We live in this medium where people make a lot of money off of Black negativity. And I think that growing as a culture is not allowing it to persist and showing all of the wonderful things that Black love has to offer and see. And I think also we encourage our peers, our friends, right? So if there's struggles in marriage or relationships, we say, you can work it out, and we're gonna support you and help you get through it.
Hang in there.
And for me, to love in color really means to love with intention, love with purpose, and to love with authenticity. I think about younger me, being a tomboy back in the day and not really seeing a lot of queer representation of Black queer women in fruitful relationships, in marriages and long-term commitments. And so for us, it really became a conscious and intentional choice to be the front of our business, the face of our business, because we know it's important for how important that representation is.
I think for me, loving color has changed over time. Now, as I'm about to have a child, we're not married, we live together, but we're happy in the situation that we're in, and we're following our own timeline. And so it's taken me a while to understand that I don't have to do everything else that everybody else is doing in the same timeline that they did. And we're not judging each other. I mean, I'm sure there are other people that are judging us, but I'm in the mindset of who cares?
I think Love and Color is like mundane, like just a regular life. Two people going to work, coming home, giving each other the hugs, dancing in the middle of the living room, cooking together, like just regular everyday things together. I think that might not make for good salacious TV, but I think it makes for a good solid foundations for family and home.
I thought traditional was what it was supposed to be. Growing up, seeing how my parents loved, seeing how my grandparents loved, but also being married before, and having that, marriage in. So at that point, I'm like, okay, well, love is not always what it actually seems to be. But understanding what love is made me come up with, my definition, right? And my definition of love is love without sacrifice, right? So, and meaning love without sacrifice, meaning that sacrifice doesn't matter. So just kind of seeing love, just in black and white, allowed me to navigate how to love properly.
And finish this sentence with one word. Black love is, go.
I believe Black love is rising. Black love is solid. And I feel that it's very in fashion.
Black love is beautiful.
Black love is magical.
Powerful.
Black love is amazing.
Black love is a duty.
Black love is not following anybody else's timeline, but yours.
Black love is revolutionary.
Black love is
warm.
Black love is cinematic.
Black love is powerful. Black love is resilience. It's history. Black love is...
And it's holy. It's a holy blackness.
It carries legacy.
It's us.